Hi everyone, I'm Peggy Rometo and this is the Weekly Wake Up. Okay guys, we're here again each and every week, slowing down, bringing in our focus, going into the heart, exhaling and letting go of everything that we think we already know about this upcoming week. Why? So we can make room for clear understanding, so we can make room for information that maybe we're not ready for, or maybe that we are ready for, right? But when we get to that place of neutral by using our breath, we can be open to receive and then choose whether or not we want to receive that information, whether or not we want to go, no, I'm not quite ready for that, but I'm ready for this. Because it's all a choice. So when we get to neutral, we can actually be more in control of what it is that we're choosing and what the possibilities are and the information that's available for us, okay? So go into the heart, you use your imagination, imagine it being a beautiful white space, because it is, dropping all the way down with your focus and your imagination down into the center of the earth, and just stop wherever you think that is. You do an exhale breath, which is a cleansing breath, meaning you let go of everything that you think you know. And then we take 3 long breaths up and 3 long breaths down, each time letting go and surrendering. And that's the process, and I hope you're using it all the time in your life whenever you need to make an important decision or you need to have more information, because it will get you out of your own way. It will bring you to the present moment. It opens up your imagination, which is the doorway to information and co-creation. And all around, it just helps. All right, guys. So let's go ahead. Let's take a moment, bring our focus in. Let go with that cleansing breath. And then just go ahead with me and do those 3 long breaths now. Okay, so they're just showing me that a lot of you have had a rough last week. Almost like I feel a little seasick. I feel a little green. I want to get off this ride. It's just been a lot, right? So whatever you're dealing with, it's been a lot. And for a lot of you, I can feel it in the solar plexus, just underneath the rib cage, is just holding your breath, waiting for like the next thing to drop, whatever that might be, the next storyline or byline and what's happening in your life. And I know it's been a lot. It's been a lot in my own personal life, and I can only imagine what's been going on in yours. So what there is to do, let's see and let's ask what's available for us this week. What do we need to be aware of? So let's tune into that. Okay, so given the circumstances, given the exhaustion that some of you are feeling, it's time to be in caretaker mode of yourself, because if you don't fill your cup up, right, you don't have the energy to give to somebody else. And for some of you, it's like, how am I going to do that, right? I've got kids, I've got obligations, I've got work. It just even in taking 5-minute breaks and just breathing and releasing, just that cleansing breath will feel restorative to you, right? So sitting at a traffic light, right? There's always times for us to connect with spirit and to let go. So there's part of the reason, let's not go into the details, but they're just showing me like this pressure coming in and squeezing, right? And it's like a nut that needs to be cracked, right? So it's like this pressure that's cracking us, that's opening us up and asking us to be different in our life. And this is going across the board, right? So everybody's being asked to be different. And then we get, thank God, we get some playful energy. There's a new moon in Gemini coming up on the 3rd. And I believe it's the 3rd. They're showing me early in the week, Monday, Tuesday. So you'll find that that's a little bit lighter. You may feel a little bit more free, and you may get more information. There may be information that comes to you about a special project or what you need to do. And some of you are just going to take that to mean, I need to take things into my own hands. And I feel like a lot of you are just going to be, whatever that waiting kind of mystical sleep was that you've been in, or we've all been sort of in, I just feel like this week there's more affirmative action happening, meaning you're going to take more decisive steps towards your life, towards what you need, towards your own personal responsibility. And then I see this mirror coming up where you'll have an opportunity to look at yourself and becoming personally responsible for your emotions, for your life, for your way of being. For some of you, that's already started. So this theme continues of being able to look at ourselves objectively and with love, and not with harsh or sternness or that I don't like myself energy. That's not what this is about. It's a very healing, cathartic energy where you can actually get the help that you need, the support systems that you need. So let's say you need to hire somebody in your business. I feel like that person can show up this week. I feel like you need to take personal responsibility over your eating habits or your addictions or your behavior towards others. This is a week where you can start to go, wow, you know what? I've been a shitty friend, or wow, I've not been great to my spouse, or wow, I've lost my patience, or I'm out of control and I need to pull it back, right? So there's a lot of just showing me light where you to see yourself in all different angles this week, which is going to be really helpful. Because at the end of the day, we can't change anybody except ourselves, right? So when we stop and take time to look at our own behaviors, there's information there and there's healing there. And not only that, but when we stop, and we become present, it opens us up to creating a new reality, right? So that's the purpose or the point of being able to stop and not react to those old patterns, but maybe observe ourselves doing that, catching ourselves acting the same way, a way that maybe isn't comfortable for us or a way that we're happy about. And then within that, we can become inquisitive. We can say, why am I like that? Or what do I need to do to change? Or provide me information. What's the next step? How do I create my life differently? I don't like this behavior, or this behavior doesn't work. Right? So inquire, ask questions, and then let it go. You may not get information right then and there, but 2-3 days later, you may be talking to a friend, or you may be seeing an ad across the internet, and all of a sudden there's a book, or there's a seminar, or there's a conversation, or there's a dialogue, or there's a podcast that suddenly speaks to you, and you see it 2 or 3 times. That's how the universe gets to us, right? 2 or 3 different roads, all leading to the same information. And when that starts to happen, you've got that synchronistic energy, and that's when you take action. And when you take action, now everything opens up. And can you guys feel the energy? Just as I talk about that synchronistic energy, it opens up. It's an expansive energy. You may feel it around your thighs, around your legs. You may feel it just opening up, almost like there's a portal now for you to move forward in a way that wasn't possible before. So being open to change, being open to resolution can actually bring it in, right? If we walk around, I've got it figured out, I know what to do, get out of my space, that's a different kind of energy. That's not an open energy. And sometimes that's needed, because sometimes we need to set boundaries with people around us, or we need to set boundaries so that we end up doing our own work. We do it for ourselves. That's fine. That's not this kind of energy that I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about being open to receiving and asking a question of the divine, and then watching and observing how it comes in. And generally it'll come in 2 or 3 different times. And then when we take action, because we've gotten the same message 3 times, then what happens is it creates a momentum. And then a next thing comes in, and then the next thing, and then the next thing. And those little things connect the dots are called synchronistic events. And they're events that you cannot logically manifest or make happen. It only happens in the world of miracles and with the divine, with our co-creative energy. But there's a big week for that this week, where doors can just open magically because you're paying attention and you're asking. This is the other thing that's important. You have to ask. So this week, it's about asking for help, asking for guidance, asking for instructions, asking for information, asking for whatever it is that you need. So when we ask, then we can let go and the universe can support us. So really big energy opening for us. And sometimes, we are tough nut to crack. Sometimes we are our own worst enemies, and we hide, or we're afraid, or whatever. Step into those feelings. Whatever that fear is or that anxiety is, welcome it. Stop. Play with it. Observe it. Don't be afraid of it. Let it come into your body. Feel it. Notice it. Don't run from it, right? Like observe it. It's okay. It's informing you, right? So those emotions are informing you. Just let them run through your body, right? Let them run, let them run, let them run. And what happens is when you let them run and you just kind of observe it, it like pulls you back from it. So you can see that you are not that emotion. You are not that fear. You are not that anxiety. And when you pull back from it, now you have power over it because now we can watch it. And when we're watching it, we can get information. We're no longer in it, right? We're just observing the feelings in our body. So as that happens this week, it's going to give you more freedom and more freedom to create. And for some of you, it will be a good energy. Like it'll come in, you go, wow, I feel really happy. I feel really excited right now that there's something here. You know, when I think about this person, there's something there. There's something we're going to align with. I'm not quite sure what it is. I'm going to ask the universe to support me and having the right conversation, creating the perfect moment for us to meet, creating the perfect moment for us to have dialogue, giving me more information about it, and then just dream and play and create with it and then let go and have no attachment at all to it happening. Because attachment is going to shut the energy down. When we're attached, it's like a weight and it just drops it. So you want to let go of the attachment and then see what comes in. So there's lots of good things happening for us this week. In this week, people coming in, opportunities being brought to us, but it comes through self-reflection. Okay, keep that in mind, coming through self-reflection. So we have to be looking and noticing what's not working in our life anymore, how we are part of that equation, how we can change. And by us changing, we get all this new information coming in for us. And then it's going to be shown 2 or 3 times. So then we know when and how to act. And then that creates the synchronistic events that change our life. Wow, big week, guys. All right, so have fun playing with this energy. Every time I talk about it, I can feel it around the legs and an opening. There's a great new moon that's happening, as I said, early in the week, and those new moons are powerful for the next 10 days to set your intentions, to set your creation, what it is you want to create and manifest. So have fun playing this week, you guys, with your creation, with the divine, letting go of the obstacles within yourself by integrating them, observing them, playing with them, not being angry with yourself, no self-hatred. This is about self-love, self-acceptance, and asking for help. All right, have an amazing week, you guys. I'm going to put all of this into practice. I'll let you know how I do. I hope you do too. And please comment below. I love to swing back and read your comments. And thank you, all of you, for sharing my weekly wake-ups. I appreciate it. And for those of you that are into intuitive astrology, make sure you go to my YouTube channel and check out my intuitive astrology star signs that are posted always on the 1st of the month. And there's no charge for it. It's just something I like to play with, and it gives me a way to connect with you guys and share information. So I hope you enjoy those and share those as well. All right. Lots of love to everyone. Have a great week.